Can I tell them?
Yeah, why not?
Last week, we teased a very special video celebrating 1 year of Riders Republic, and today we have your very first look at our exclusive interview with game director Arnaud Rago. Oh, and you know that we asked him about replay mode. Believe it or not, he answered. Welcome back to the Riders Report.
Before we get started today, we want to recognize our existing YouTube members. A special thank you goes out to executive producers Bone Crusher 2D, Coach 34, and my mom, and our fans and Fans Plus.
If you'd like to become a member for as low as 99 cents a month and help support our channel, you can hit join below to learn more about perks like early access to the Riders Report, emojis and badges, a members only video per month, sneak peeks, and more.
Like Nick said, Ubisoft invited us to sit down with Arnaud Rago for a 30-minute interview, and we'll be releasing that video tomorrow on our channel. It'll go up the same time as Riders Report, 9 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central European, but we do have a teaser for you in the main topic today. Riders Republic also tweeted out that Brett is taking some time to explore the Republic, so if you can find him, let us know, because I checked and he's still in his burger truck, so does he have a clone running around?
I don't think anyone approved his time off. I think he submitted and then they tweeted it and then he was denied his time off. So let's try and get Brett some time off so he's allowed to go explore the Republic. All right, so I think we've spent long enough in this episode teasing it. It's time for the community's first look at this exclusive interview. Check it out.
And actually, I watched your last video, your 50 episodes, and you kind of nailed what is going to be the vision of the game moving forward.
So, it happened again? Before the game is even released, Mitch predicted the map based off of some cryptic Da Vinci Code National Treasure scavenger hunt he went on before we even had a beta mode, and now the flipping game director is telling us that we were correct in the future plan, the idea of where Riders is moving forward.
Yeah. See, if you saw that, he said he watched our 50th episode and then we got something right. So you have until tomorrow to go back to the 50th episode and try to guess what we were right about, and then you'll find out tomorrow.
It's not what you think. All right, there's our clickbait. Just absolutely incredible. Want to give shout outs and thanks just one more time in this episode. You'll hear them in tomorrow's interview as well. But thank you to Ubisoft. Thank you to Ubisoft ANSI and the folks that allowed us to host this interview with Arnaud. Thank you to Arnaud for his time. Thank you to Ubi Shizzy, one of the community developers. Yes. Nailed it. We said manager in the video. Anyway, thank you to Shizzy for setting all of this up and going through the whole process with us. It was incredible. Once in a lifetime, hopefully not once in a lifetime, but man, what an achievement, what an accomplishment.
It's something we've wanted to try to do for a while now, and we've done some interviews with players and people we knew from the Back in Steep days and from other things, but we always wanted to try and interview someone that worked on the game too. And when it finally came together, we had to put together what questions we wanted to ask him, because they're like, okay, you get 30 minutes, 60 minutes. How much time do you need? And we're like, how much time do we need? How many questions are we asking? What are we asking? So we had to come up with a bunch of topics. We had some questions, and of course there were things we just had to ask too.
I do want to note as well that we had to account for the 6-hour time difference between France and the East Coast of the US. So we were up by 5 a.m. that day, sitting down and interviewing by 6. So our voices were really low. We were being fueled by coffee, cleaning the crusties out of our eyes right before we were ready to go. So I think we came out the other side better for it.
But we aren't going to leave you empty-handed. Since you're watching right now, we want to give you the list of topics that we covered with Arnaud, and hopefully that'll make you want to come back tomorrow because, of course, we had to ask about certain things. And I think they were just some great questions and answers from him, too. So we talked about what his role is as the game director. He was that for Steep and Riders Republic. We talked about what shaped Riders Republic, what they learned from making Steep, how the development process went, especially with the pandemic kind of coming in the last year, if they were able to stay on track, what that workflow looked like. We asked what his biggest aha moment was when working on the game, and then also something smaller that he had an impact on, even though he's a high role of a game director. Was there something in the game that we could know he worked on?
And that's only the halfway point. We also asked a full other list, including how the developers balanced so many different play styles within the community. We talked about how the developers consume and watch player-created content. We asked him about Nick and Mitch Radio. We also asked him, here it is, here's the big one, you don't want to miss it. We asked him about a replay editor, straight to his face, straight up. Where is it? What is happening? And he gave us an answer that I hope the community is happy with. I'm happy with it. It made sense to me. I'm excited to see your reactions as well. We also talked about the community feedback process and how that information makes its way through the company. We talked about the future plans of Riders Republic, including the next season. We also talked about Arnaud's proudest moments just as a game director and in Riders Republic. And finally, we asked him about skiing and biking in the office, at the studio, in the French Alps. So we have just a laundry list of things to get to tomorrow. And he delivered. I hope we delivered. I hope you guys are super excited as we are to share this with you. Again, this is a hopefully not once in a lifetime interview, but just what a treat.
Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy the video too. There's a couple of questions there that the community wants to know the answers to, so we had to get those in, but also some questions that we just like to, learn a little bit more about him too as a person and a game director. So I think it was very fun. I think we had a lot of fun during the interview. You can see us laughing and smiling from a lot of the responses.
Yes, and I will leave you with this, and then we're moving on to a segment that we haven't touched in over 2 years. The last thing that I want to say on all of this is when Ubisoft got back to us after the interview, they let us know that some of the answers included in this interview are exclusive. You're gonna hear answers tomorrow that no one else has asked, or that no one else has answered. No one has asked, no one has answered. Exclusive, just us. Little brush off the shoulders there. Exciting stuff for us, for you. Cannot wait. Like Mitch said before, you can join us back here on the channel tomorrow morning, Thursday, November 17th at 9 a.m., 3 p.m. Central European time. Correct? My watch is set right?
Yeah.
Yep. Right on. We'll see you there. But right now, it's time you just have to play the clip. I can't do it.
All right, here we go.
It's time for the Reddit Roundup!
That's right. It is time for the Reddit Roundup, unearthing that gem from way back in Steepcast. What? That was like 2 years ago, right?
At least at this point, we're almost there. I don't know when the
Archival.
last Reddit Roundup was, but I think I'll pick the first Reddit Roundup, or the first good one for that intro.
Boy. Oh, yeah. But in any case, we do have another video from none other than Ian Hawk putting his real life skills up against his virtual skills. It's real life versus Riders over there on Reddit. And boy, I mean, it's one thing to be good at the game, right? Mm-hmm. And then you come and you show us this video, 19 seconds of just pure filth. Not fair. It's not fair.
It's not. And I want to know if he plays the game and thinks of tricks and then is like, I want to learn that at the park, or if he starts working on it at the park and then goes to, I don't know how his brain works anymore.
All I know is if we ever get a park creator in this game, I'm only riding on Ian Hawk BMX's parks. I'm only riding his parks. I'm only riding the lines that he sanctions, because this man is on a different level of comprehension when it comes to two wheels. Thank you, as always, to Ian Hawk. Go check that one out over on Reddit. Give him a thumbs up, star. Give him an arrow over there on the Reddits.
Moving on, Nicholas, an upvote.
An upvote. There it is. I read it. I actually do. This is very upsetting. Please tell them who's next. Get me out of the spotlight. Oh,
all right. I put this picture up from Didgeridon't420. Yes, Didgeridon't420.
Oh.
But he says, can you guys stop ordering food at the top of Teton? He has an outfit on with a backpack that looks like a food delivery. So I included this because here's my next pitch to Ubisoft. We need Brett's Burgers DoorDash missions in the game.
Whoa.
Where you have to pick it up at the ridge and then get somewhere fast. And maybe you could earn
actually
in-game
a good
bucks.
idea.
Right?
That's a really good idea.
Makes you explore the map.
Oh my gosh. So they would also need to revamp the shop so it's not just credits that you're able to buy things with. You should be able to use your hard-earned money.
Yeah.
For most of those items. But yeah. No, I'm here for that. I'm here for some in-game chores that you got to keep up. And that's the thing. It should run on the real life clock, like IRL clock. So if you don't clock into work, you lose your job and you have to reapply. There's only a finite amount of riders that can hold these DoorDash jobs.
Yeah, you got to keep track of your bike maintenance too, and like the running costs on your bike. And
yeah, I can't wait for that virtual W-2 tax form that they're gonna.
It's a 1099-C, isn't it? It's an independent contract.
Yep, nailed it. That's wow. All right, we went real deep on that one. Thank you very much to Ian Hawk and Didgeridon't420 for keeping it up over there on Reddit. If you haven't already, please go follow the community on r/Riders Republic.
Yes, and I think that's it, right? We can do thank yous to the rest of them. Thank you to our members, obviously, for keeping us going here, supporting the channel, especially our executive producers, Bone Crusher 2D, Coach 34, and my mom, our co-producers, Fans and Fans Plus. And if you want to join our members and get early access to some videos, emojis, badges, other stuff, hit join down below and you can find out what it's all about. And you can also just subscribe. Hey, that rhymed. To stay up to date on all of our Riders Republic content right here on Nick and Mitch, including the Riders Report and our X Games style competitions, the Tartiflet Games. Director's Mode just closed a couple of weeks ago, but the video is still fresh. If you haven't watched it, go give that a watch. Some serious skills showcased in that one. And join us tomorrow morning. One more time. I'm going to plug it one more time. Join us tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central European on November 17th for our interview with game director Arnaud Rago. You want to be there. We want to be there. Let's all be there. Let's enjoy this video tomorrow. Let's go. But until then, I'm Nick. And I'm Mitch.
And we'll see yins on the slopes.